Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday evenings. Motion is the lotion, and Tuesday night is moving night. Okay, I hope you're all well, and I've had a fantastic day in what's been a really start of a warm day this morning, and then it got a little bit windy, and then it's finished off being absolutely delightful. So I hope you've enjoyed the weather today and whatever it is you've been doing. If you're joining us for the first time, my name is Andy. I will be facilitating the movements that you guys are hopefully going to replicate in your own home. And while we're going about the home, um, wherever it is you're working today, okay, make sure you've got a chair, something that's fixed, that can't move, because you will be leaning on it, you might have your back against it. Make sure that if we got our arms out that we're not knocking anything off, and ultimately for yourself, make sure that you've got appropriate clothing on and sensible footwear, and if you've got any drinks in your hand, put them down as well. You will need drinks. Make sure you've got some water, make sure you've got access to some fresh air if you get a little bit warm, if you're joining us for the first time. Some of the movements that we do carry a little bit of endurance with them, but you do them at your own pace, and you can stop whenever you want. And as always, this class and this session tonight is brought to you through Keighley Healthy Living's Wellbeing at Home page, which you should have all joined either through the internet or via Facebook, and the Rethinking Pain team, which is situated within Keighley Healthy Living, and who put on this class for you this evening. If you are joining us, give us a wave. I'm just going to have a quick look, see who. Oh, we've had no comments yet. We're not quite globe trotting tonight, because Sir Watt, who's been joining us from New York for the last 6 or 7 weeks, is now back in England. What a shame. But welcome tonight, Sir Watt, and anybody else that's joining us that can't give us the wave. I'm not so sure whether you're there, Barbara. I don't think I've had a text from you, unless I have a quick squiz now. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. What have we got? Okay, so I'm sure you'll text me, Barbara, if you do join us this evening. So what we're going to do, we're going to run through a warm-up. We're not quite run through it. Okay, we're going to do a warm-up, get ourselves ready to do the movements. Again, if you're joining us for the first time or a refresh, you've got 60 seconds on each movement, 15 seconds to shift ourselves around. Okay, I've got 2 chairs just because I will be flying around. If you can work around 1 chair, it's just easier for me in my mum's kitchen, that I've got the 2 chairs available. And if you are joining us and you've got any questions, you've got the opportunity to comment on the Facebook page. We've got 4 people watching. I have got 1 thank you, and that's from you, sir, what I believe. Let's get started with our warm-up. Okay, you can do this sat down, you can do it stood up. I'm going to do it stood up, but you can sit in the chair, you can move your feet, you can move your arms, you can pretty much do everything that I will be doing stood up with your upper body, and I know you can't see my lower body, but the lower body and your legs, and I will move back a little bit into the distance in the kitchen so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, there's no timing on this, it'll just be, we'll change when I feel it's appropriate, and then I'll show you what we're going to be doing, then the format and the format, that's the word I was looking for, that we're going to be doing it in, and we'll crack on and we'll get through some knees and hips and some backs and see where that takes us to. Okay, so just put that chair out of the way, take my glasses off. Okay, so all you're going to do, folks, to start with is a little walk, just a walk on the spot, just nice and easy. Okay, just let your hands hang. Okay, again, some people struggle with this, okay, as in not this bit, but some people don't like to stand on the spot. I have a lot of people who walk forwards, 3 steps forwards, 3 steps back. Just do it like that if that suits you and you've got the space to do it. Other than that, it's on the spot. Let's get the arms going so we can move forward and we can go backwards. I choose to stay on the spot. I'm going to bring the arms up to shoulder height, so try and keep them up. If you can't get them up there, just do it down there. Okay, whatever range of motion you've got, but up to shoulder height. And bring them back down to the sides. Okay, and then you're obviously controlling the breathing. Drop the hands, keep the feet going. Okay, and we're going to slow that down to a stop. Okay, I can use the table, I can use the unit, okay, again for a little bit of balance, but I'm going to do circles, okay. If you're confident enough, standing on one leg without support, but always try and have just that little bit of support. It's the rotation of the ankle, not the actual balancing, that we're looking at here. Okay, so clockwise and anti-clockwise, randomly changing direction, and then we're going to change to the other foot. Again, I'm still holding on to the unit just for that support. Rotating round. Okay, and we'll bob our feet back on the floor and we'll just get them moving again. Okay, and we'll get the arms going. And we're going to go push out in front. Again, focusing on that breathing, making sure you've got the boom. Keep bringing the arms back into the sides. And dropping those hands down, keeping those feet going. And slowing that down to a stop. Okay, feet shoulder width apart, arms attached to your sides. All you're going to do is mirror me, go down to the side and stretch the upright side, not the bit that's going down. Just hold that position and then come back up. We're going to do 3 good stretches on each side. Over we go. Again, focusing on that breathing, trying to keep your head up. And as I say each and every week, as I turn to the side here, we're going over in the upright position, not trying to get down as far as we can. It's about stretching here and back up. Over we go. Again, focusing on your breathing, listening to your music, whatever it is you're listening to, or listening to me, as some of you quite jovially say when I ask you what you're listening to. I'm sure you've got something on in the background, guys. And back up we come, and your final stretch. Over you go, just hold. And back up we come. Okay, so back into facing you guys. Legs going, arms going. Pushes out in front. And again, just keeping those arms up just a little bit longer. Bringing those arms back in. And we're going to rest the hands, keep the feet going. We're going to be sat down for the next stretch, so I'm going to move back onto this chair behind me so you can see what I'm doing. And we're going to slow that down to a stop. So, sitting in the chair, I'm going to sit forward. Okay, and I think you can just about see me. I'm going to straighten one leg, almost like I'm locking my knee, other knee folded, clasp my hands over the bended knee. If I lean forward, start to feel the stretch, heel on the floor, toe up in the air, feel the stretch down the back of that outstretched leg. And as it starts to ease off, I'm going to sit myself up and I'm just going to swap, and I'm going to go 3 on each side. So again, over I go, holding it, feeling the stretch, feeling it ease, and back up we come, and over we go. Important on this one as well, try and keep the head reasonably well up, okay. Don't have it tucked in, okay. But keeping your posture. And up we come. Second stretch on this side. And again, focusing on that breathing. Okay, we're going to ease. One more stretch down this side. Over we go. Again, holding, head up, and not tucked in. Just hold that position. And we're going to come up, and you've got one more stretch. Over we go. Again, heel on the floor, toe up in the air. If you want to make it harder for yourself and find it too easy, if you pull your toe back towards you, it increases the stretch. So we're just holding there. And we're going to come out of that stretch. We're going to stand up, okay, and you stay sat down. Get those arms going again with a good push out in front. Again, keeping your posture and your stability. Back down we go, arms to the side. Okay, drop those arms down, and we're going to slow down to a stop. Right, we're going to end up with the arm, well, one arm out at the moment, so I'm going to create a bit more space for myself, and I'm going to cross my hands, okay, and again, if you're mirroring me, I'm going to go out to the side, and I'm going to rotate my upper body, feel the stretch, and I'm going to come back in, and I'm going to go out. And I'm just holding that stretch. We'll do this a little bit later in the movements. When we come onto the back in we come. Again, 3 on each side, so second stretch, holding it. And coming back in. Second stretch on this side. And gently back in. Final stretch to this side. And back we come. And your final stretch in total. And back we come. Legs going again. Okay, I'll move back into shot. Okay, well done with that. Get those feet going, get those arms going. And give them a push out in front. Okay, we're going to bring those arms back into the sides. And we're going to drop the hands, keep the feet going. Okay, I'm just going to move back a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. And we're going to slow that to us. So I'm going to turn sideways, see if it can get me in, get my feet in. Okay, and I'm going to go heel, toe. So flexing the ankle joint rather than rotating this time. Again, good deliberate pull up, push down. And we'll do 3 more. So 1 toe tap, 2 toe taps, 3 toe taps. Okay, I'm going to turn around so you can see what I'm doing. Again, I've got heel, toe. Pretty straightforward. Focusing on your breathing and your posture. And we've got 3 more. 1 toe tap, 2 toe taps, and 3 toe taps. We're nearly coming at the end of the warm up. Let's get the feet going again and the arms. Pushing out in front. Bringing those arms back into the sides. hands down, keep your feet going. And we're going to slow that to a stop. Right, I'm going to come in a little bit closer. Okay, and I'm just going to look straight ahead. I'm just going to stand with my arms nicely relaxed in front of me, and I'm going to, again, you mirror me. I'm going to move my head to the side and look over my shoulder. And I'm going to come back to the centre. I'm going to look up to the ceiling. And I'm back to looking straight ahead. I'm going to go out to the opposite side. So if you're mirroring me, just copy what I'm doing. Back into the centre, dropping that chin down to your chest. And back to looking straight ahead. You're going to go out again, over the shoulder. And you're going to come back to the centre, and you're going to go all the way across to the other side. And we're coming back into the centre. We're going to go chin down to the chest. And we're going to come and look straight ahead. We're going to go straight up the ceiling. And back to looking straight ahead. Again, out to the side. Coming back into the middle and up to the ceiling. And back to looking straight ahead. Out to the opposite side. Coming back into the centre. Dropping your chin to your chest. And from this position, if we can rotate the head as good a full circle as we can, one way, going back the other, and 3 or 4 good rolls forward with the shoulders, and 3 or 4 on the way back. And we're resting there. That is your warm-up, folks, if you've joined us for the first time doing that one. Okay, I'm just going to come back in. See who have we got? Oh. Oh, we've got the funny groups on today. So we've got Neil and Anne. Good evening. Are you still celebrating? Well, obviously we still are celebrating the birthday after we sang happy birthday to you today, Anne. Celebrating a memorable, significant birthday. Yeah, Denise, my lifting techniques as well. I think it was my shoulder that pushed you into my van. And Cafe, what can I say? Star jumps, you were really good at them. Just didn't have the appropriate garments on to carry that one off, but it made us all laugh and it made you laugh, and that's what it's all about at the end of the day. Thanks for joining us, guys. We're going to move on to our movements. Okay, and this is what we're going to be doing to start with. We're going to do the leg alphabet. We're going to do some squats. We're going to fill in with some side bends, just due to equipment. Okay, and we can do those if you're all right with the shoulder. Okay, we're going to go over and try that one. You're going to need a little bit more space, or we can do what we did in the warm-up where we can just go down to the side without the arm going over. Okay, we're going to do hip out again, which is a filler. We're going to do sit to, that's not a filler, what am I saying? That hip out's not a filler. Hip out is what we're going to be doing. We're going to do sit to stand. Lower back strengthening is a filler, okay, on the knees and hips. We're going to do the wall slide. We'll do the triple one tonight, so we'll be pulling the elbows up and we'll be tilting at the hips and bending the knees, so we'll be doing that skiing action that we all describe. We are going to stand on one leg, and surprise, surprise, right at the very end, we're going to be tilting backwards. Okay, so timer's on. We've got 15 seconds in between each movement. You will hear a half-time mark on the timer, so obviously if we need to change sides, that's when you will change halfway through, and we'll get going. Okay, so I'm just going to put this laminates over here. Put the timer where I can see it. And well done with the 4 mile walk, Kathy, by the way, that's really good. Obviously just getting in before it gets dark. Right, so the timer is on its way and we are doing leg alphabet, so you need to be seated.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, elevate one leg. I'm going to draw numbers, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. I'm doing everything through my hip. 4, but I'm also working the upper leg by holding the knee. 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 9, and a circle on a 10th one. That says marking. 1 on the opposite side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, coming up to the minute, 10,
3, 2,
and we're resting
1.
there. So you need to be on your feet
Rest.
for the next one. Hands on your hips. Okay, and we're going to squat. Okay, so we just keep the rest period, okay? We've had this argument today,
3,
Kathy, haven't we, where we
2,
just got on with it.
1.
The rest is important.
Go.
Down we go. And come back up. I will turn sideways in a second. Down we go. And up. And again, controlling. And up. Okay. Controlling on the way down. If you want to come up a bit quicker, you can. It's the control. And up the come. So from this angle,
Mark.
over I go. And back up. Down we go. And up. Controlling down. Up we come. Keep that going. What we got on the clock? 5 seconds to go, folks.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Okay, well done. Okay, side bend. So again, a little bit more space for this. Arms starting down the side.
3, 2,
And
1.
I'm going to reach
Go.
over. And again, as per the warm up, trying to keep that upper body as upright as possible. No reaching over. We're not trying to get down with the arm to touch the ankle. And back over. And over again. And back down. Again, doing these in your own time. You might be slower than me.
Mark.
Doesn't matter. Okay, but I want you to be relatively strict with yourself and not race through the movements. It's not about how many we do in a minute. It's about the quality of the stretch. And back up. And we're coming to the end of this one.
2.
Okay, well done, guys.
Rest.
Okay, hip out. Okay, so I'm going to use, what am I going to use?
Mark.
I really don't know, but I'm going to use the table.
3,
Okay, and you'll see
2,
my leg nearest to
1.
you.
Go.
Coming out to the side and back in. Out to the side. Pretty much most of you all know how to do this. Okay. Keeping the endurance in the hip by not putting the foot back on the floor. But if you find that too hard, is just take the weight off. And up we come. If you can hear any noise in the background, there's a guinea pig to my left, and it's the noisiest guinea pig in the world. We're changing to the other side, folks. Going to come back to the worktop this time. Got the space. I've I've never known the little thing makes so much noise. Again, controlling.
3, 2,
Okay,
1.
resting there, folks.
Rest.
Sitting and standing. So we're going to start in the chair.
Start.
Okay, I'm going to cross my arms. Depends how you want to do this.
3, 2,
Okay,
1. Go.
out I get. Controlling the sit. Back on the chair. Up I come. Slowly. In. Bottom down. Back on the rest. And up. Controlling the movement. Down we go. And resting. Up. Just keep that going. Coming up to the halfway mark, but nothing changes on this one. Back up we come. And down. And drive that up. Down we come. Sitting into the spot. And back up. Slowly down we go. And driving back up.
2, 1.
Wherever you are,
Rest.
that's that one finished. Okay, we're going to do lower back strengthening. So again, I think I'll start with it. I'll start facing you guys. Okay, so arms down. So I'm going to try and look
2,
through my legs.
1.
Okay, so
Go.
I'm going and bending my knees, tilting at the hips. Over I go. Back up I come. Down I go. And slowly back up, controlling that breathing. Down I go. Breathe in as I come up. Okay, and I'm going to go out. And back up I come. Got less than 20 seconds to do on this one. And back up we come. And over. And
3,
up we come.
2, 1.
And we're finishing there.
Rest.
That's number 6 done. Well done, folks. Okay, wall slide. So you need a wall or your fridge freezer. Okay, I'm going to use the arch. Okay,
3,
my spine in the
2,
centre of the arch.
1. Go.
I'm just going to slide down and drive back up, controlling, nice and slow on the way down, and pushing back up. And well done. And up we come. Again,
Mark.
get a nice, good, consistent rhythm going. Controlling that movement down. Then driving up. We've just gone past the halfway mark. We've got 15 seconds left. And driving up. Down we go. And up we come. And down we go.
3, 2,
And drive that
1.
up.
Rest.
Okay, resting there. Okay, we're into our pulling the arms up. So we're getting into. I can do it here. You can see me, guys, can't you?
3,
Okay.
2,
So
1.
starting there.
Go.
Okay, over I go. Triple action. And back up. Elbows up to the ceiling. Knees bent. Tilt over from the hips. And up. Down we go. And back up we come. Down we go. And up.
Mark.
Halfway through this one, guys. Well done. And up we come. And down. Again, focusing on that breathing. Trying to keep it constant, don't hold your breath while we're under tension, and just try and keep it constant.
3, 2,
Okay,
1.
and we're resting now
Rest.
with that one. We're going to stand on one leg, so again, important if you've got something there to hold on to, support you. We've got the table. I'm going to go and stand on one leg for 10 seconds. Okay, you can do 8, whatever it is you choose to do.
Go.
I'm going to stand, get a wobble, and I can support myself. And then after 10 seconds, I'm just going to change. Holding. And changing again. Again, don't worry if you've got to use support, it's about the endurance on the parts of the body that we're working, which are the leg that's up and the one that we're standing on. You get a bit of a wobble on, you can prop yourself up. And down we go. And up. And down. List on here.
3, 2,
Recovered.
1.
Okay,
Rest.
I'm resting there, folks. And last but not least, arch in the back. Bring the chair in so it's closer for when we finish this one. So hands on hips.
3, 2, 1.
Arch that back.
Go.
And then stand up. Lean over. Stick your bottom out. Feel the stretch in there. And back up. And arch, and back up we come, over we go, and back up to upright, and arch that back, and back. We're halfway through, 30 seconds to go, and that's our first set of 10 done. And we're going to come up, and we're arching. And up we come. Over we go. And back up.
3,
And arch.
2, 1. Done.
Okay, that is your first set of 10 done, folks. Okay. Grab yourself a rest, get yourself a drink. I'll just bring the chair in, see if we've got any more comments or anyone else has joined us. Can I just say, Pamela, well done as well for actually getting the right week. If you give us a thumbs up tonight, I know you've actually been on. Alright, Pauline, so you've just rung Sue on the telephone. Does that mean you've just rung her and you've just joined us? Is she okay? Just let me know. Okay, folks. So we're going to do another set of 10. We're going to do backs next, so I'm going to put that order together. So just have a little bit of a rest, couple of minutes. What are we on? We're going to go to, we've been on 34 minutes. We'll get to 35. We'll start our back routine, okay, which I'm busy putting together now, okay. There'll be some in there that we need to change, like that one, but we can do that. Okay, so I'm just going to have a quick look and see if these are all in order. So we've got rotations, that one, 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 and that one. Okay, folks. So another 20 seconds and then I'll go through what we're going to do. We'll crack on with that. I need to find my phone, change the timer. We'll get it cracking. Okay. Right. So we're going to do rotations. We're going to do them like we did in the warm-up, okay, because I like that stretch. You get round a little bit further, okay, and most people, since we started doing it that way, tend to say they enjoy that one better than anything we've done in that respect. Okay, we're going to do the upper body strengthening. This time we're going to hold that position. We're going to bring the elbows up. So we're not doing the triple action. We're starting in that position, excuse me, and pulling those elbows up to the ceiling. We're going to do a press up against the wall, or in my case, up against the worktop. And we're going to do that lower back strengthening again, okay. We're going to do sit to stand, and on sit to stand you can do the one we've already done, or you can do the one where we sort of hover and the material of my shorts or whatever it is I'm wearing will touch the chair, and I know that's time to come up, so I'm actually taking the weight off. Okay, your choices there, you can do hip out or hip back, or anything you want to do, to be honest with you. I might do the alphabet with my shoulders, okay, but if you want to do hip out or hip back, you can have it a float your boat exercise. Side bends, which we've already done, again we can do those with the arms up. Again with shoulder issues, we're just going down to the sides. We're going to do pelvis rotations. We're going to do the easier lower back strengthening, okay, sat in the chair, and then again, as always, we'll finish off with the leaning backwards. Okay folks, so I'm just having them a quick look. Honestly, we like watching Laurel and Hardy trying to get into a car this afternoon, you two getting in my van. Quite funny. So it has been a funny day. Is there anybody outside, Pauline? Are you twitching at the curtains, or has Mr. Fox been out? Obviously looking forward to seeing you on Thursday. Right, let's get cracking. Glasses are off, we're in business. Okay, put that chair there. Right, clock's ticking. We're starting with rotations, okay, so again, arms.
3,
And just rotate, you don't need to hold the stretch unless you want to, so you're just going to rotate out and come back. Rotate out and come back. I'm just going to move a little bit forward and I could crack the worktop with my hands. Back. Again. Turning. You want to have that little pause and that little hold, you can. And we're just rotating out, opening our arms out, getting a good turn with the upper body. And back we go. And back we come.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Okay, well done. What we got next on the agenda? Okay, so we're going to hold this position this time. Okay, you don't have to go too far over.
3,
Okay, we're pulling those elbows up.
1,
So as I go
go.
over, up and down, up, down we go. So I'm really pulling in my shoulder blades. Again, focusing on my breathing and the action, and really focusing on squeezing in those shoulder blades. Okay, don't forget, if you find it difficult to hold that position, just rest. Okay. And down we come, and up.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, resting there guys, well done. Okay, we've got press up against the wall, or the worktop in my case.
3,
So again,
2, 1, go.
slowly lowering, driving away. Lowering down, pushing away. Down we go, and back we come. Controlling the breathing and the movement. Lowering slowly,
Park.
driving away. We're halfway through. And down. And back up. And 10 seconds to go. And up we come.
3, 2,
And we are
one.
going to rest.
Rest.
There. Okay, lower back strengthening. So we stood up looking through the legs if you
Fine.
can. You can do this one sat down, you can repeat it twice if you want. Okay,
3, 2,
let's move back.
1, go.
Okay, so I'm going over. Then up back on. Over I go. And back up. And down we go. Again, slowly. Up and down.
Park.
Not a race. Again, we're not in it for reps. Up we come. And over we go. And up. And over. And back
3,
up we come.
2,
And
one.
we're resting there, folks.
Rest.
Well done. Okay, we're sitting and standing. So your choices are do the one we did the first round,
Park.
or do the harder one.
3, 2, 1,
So standing,
go.
I'm going down, I'm touching, and I'm coming back up. Or you're taking the weight off and sitting into the chair correctly. Back up. And down. Focusing on your breathing and your movement. And again, if you need to take that rest, take the rest. Okay, we're coming up to the halfway mark. It didn't say all then though, which is a bit bizarre. And down. And down again. And back up. 15 seconds to go. I think we'll just squeeze, well I can squeeze one more in.
3,
And back up.
2, 1,
Okay guys,
rest.
well done. Hip out, hip back, float your boat movement, okay, whichever you choose to do. I'm going to do the alphabet with my arm.
3, 2,
Okay,
1,
there we go.
go.
I'm doing numbers actually, I'm not doing the alphabet. 1. You can draw shapes, you can do letters. Get through this a bit quicker. And a circle, and I might just do, oh well I've actually done 30 seconds there, and swap to the other side. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and a big circle.
3, 2,
10. And rest
one.
in there, folks. Well done.
rest.
So actually float your boat one. Side bends, okay, so we're going either down that way or over, okay. If you've got the room, great. If you've got the problem with the shoulders, just
3,
go down side to
2,
side, okay.
1, go.
Over. and back, and back. Again, getting that good stretch and that movement in. Over we go. And down.
Mark.
Keep that going. 20 seconds to go. Focusing on that breathing and that movement. We're coming to the end, guys.
2, 1.
Okay,
Rest.
rest in there. Okay, pelvis rotations. So randomly changing direction. Don't have to count 5 one way, 5 the other. Just change when you're ready. Okay.
2,
We've got
1. Go.
those rotations going. And randomly changing. Again, try and make them as wide as you possibly can is probably the description for it. Okay, you can't probably see me from here, but my backside, I'm trying to stick my backside out as far as I can and push my hips forward. Not easy to do in big rotations. Okay, a little bit easier if you're just keeping it nice and simple and tight in, short and small. Just keep that going with 10 seconds to go.
Three, 2.
And we're
One.
resting there,
Rest.
folks. Well done. Okay, sitting down for this one. The easier lower back strengthening. Okay, so I'm sitting forward in the chair, I've got my hands.
3,
Just trying to
2,
get my upper body
1.
over and get my arms down
Go.
on my ankles. Over I go. And back up. Over we go. Again, focusing on that breathing. And up. Over we go. And up. I'm assuming, Kathy, you didn't do that 4-mile walk with your mask on that you had on today. And I hope you felt alright after it, after you've not been so well. Okay, and over. And up we come. Again, 10 seconds coming up, folks. And back up. And over we go.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Okay. On your feet, standing upright.
Mark.
And we'll have a little chat and we'll do a few stretches at the end.
3,
Okay.
2, 1. Go.
Over we go. And back again. Out we go. Upper body over as best you can. Up. Arch. And back. And over. Again, obviously the going over is a bit of an add-on. I just find it helps stretch the tops of my legs into my glutes. And back up again. And arch. Over we go in. Again, focusing on that breathing. And over. Don't know what we've got. Oh, I
2,
don't know what we've got.
1.
I do know what we've got.
Done.
We've just finished. Okay, that's 20 done, folks. Okay, so just grab a little rest. I'm just going to come in. Not bother with the chair this time. See if we've got any more comments. So yeah, it's been a funny day today. But, for some of you guys. Okay, so what we'll do a little bit of marching. We're going to use the worktop or the table to do some stretches. So we'll go up on the toes, back on the heels, we'll stretch the calves out, but in between each one of those three, okay, we'll do a little bit of marching on the spot, and we'll start with the marching on the spot. So let's go. Again, remember we're cooling down now, so we're not warming up, we're just getting ourselves back to a resting state. If we've got up a little bit of a head of steam, arms going. Which cafe, if you run 4 mile, if you've walked 4 mile and you're doing this, then there'll be a head of steam pushing out in front. We'll just keep it nice and gentle, back into the sides. Drop the hands down, keep the feet going. And what we'll do is slow that to a stop. I'm going to come into the table, put my hands on it, I'm going to go up on my toes, and I'm going to go up. Let's go up 8 times. So I'm going to go up, lowering slowly, up for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, laughing at the guinea pig, and finishing on 8. Okay, I'm back into facing you guys. I'm just getting the legs going again and the arms. I'm giving it a push. Bringing that pace down. Okay, bringing the arms back in. Dropping the hands down. And slowing ourselves down there. And we're coming back into the table again. And I'm going back into my heels. And feet flat back to the floor. Back in my heels. And down. Back in my heels. And down we go. Back in my heels. And back we go. I've lost count, to be fair, but I think we're on 5. But we are on 5. We're definitely on 5. I'm telling myself we're on 5. 6. 7. And back up on 8. We're resting there. Legs going, really slowing things down now. I'm not even going to put my arms up at shoulder height, I'm just going to move them to the sides. I'm just going to drop the hands down. And I'm going to slow myself down to a stop. Okay, I'm going to grab hold of my worktop here. You can't see, but I'm going to put one leg back, bend the other one, keep both feet on the floor, and just lean forward. And feel the stretch. We're going to do 3 stretches on each side. Hold the stretch. Okay, walk up. Stretch out. Again, feel that stretch easing off. Walk that up. Stretch out for the second time. Okay, let's walk that up. And let's stretch that out. Feeling that stretch easing off. 1 to do on each side, we'll come to the end. Okay, each stretch should feel a little bit easier, or you down a little bit further. Okay, we'll come up out of that stretch and your final stretch. Holding. Okay, and we'll just walk up out of that. And round of applause, guys, if you've completed all that. Well done. Let's have a little look at the finish. Well done, folks. Hope you enjoyed that. Okay, guys, thank you for joining me tonight. Appreciate your attendance. Hope you've enjoyed that. Obviously, I'm going to see some of you through the week. If not, I'll obviously see some of you before next Tuesday, actually. So I look forward to that. Just look after yourselves, take care of yourselves between now and then, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Okay, I'll sign myself off now, and I will try and respond to all your comments a little bit later on. Don't do it while I'm on here, just in case I lose you. That's the last thing I want to do. But have a good evening, have a good week, and fingers crossed we keep the weather. Okay, enjoy. See you soon. Bye now.